Okie dokie. Getting ready to do this. Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida. 7 years plus and still running. Who'd have ever thought they would last this long? Lunch with no other than the dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz. Someone trimmed. Did you get the, yeah. Yeah, it actually, trimmed quite a bit, actually. Yeah, did, one of the ladies at the fair do that for you, or, one of the ladies complain at the fair? A mess. No sound for Jack. Oops, there it is.
What do you mean? No sound for Jack?
Yeah,
Jack's,
it's
it's
fixed.
Laz's channel.
It's fixed.
Yeah. Oh man.
I forget to turn that back on sometime. No Jack sound.
Whoops.
Jack should have sound now.
Oh man.
Jack should have sound now.
Yeah.
Yes, it is fixed. So the intro screwed up a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll live.
Yeah.
We'll live.
Do something.
But welcome to Monday Madness. It is April 11th, 2022 here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. And of course, we've got news, we've got updates, we've got some interesting stuff. We've got 300 bits from Waldo. Starting Monday off just right. Thank you, Waldo. And of course, you all know what that means. You tip us 300 bits, we'll send you a mystery game key. And that's all there is to that. So I got some new game keys. So hopefully we'll have a whole bunch of new stuff, and he's going to get himself a copy of the Pilot Brothers 3, The Backside of the Earth. And this is really weird. How do I copy this? There it is. Going out to Waldo. And what was that? That was a new subscriber from Shadow. Shadow hitting us up with a sub. Thank you, Shadow. And of course, that's going to trigger a game of marbles. And I did remember to add the new sushi marble in there for you folks out there. So Shadow, give us a track number, get us started. Or shout out random.
No. Well, someone's still loading marbles.
Still loading marbles?
Loading marbles. Loading.
Now we need his bridge troll to make it 2. Hype train is close. And you all know what happens when we get the hype train going. We give away additional games at the end of the show. Haunted Hills. I should know that by now, right?
Not even. You should know it only on my stream. But we're going to be getting attacked by ghosts, and hopefully no one takes us. And Laz was laughing hysterically at something that actually happened on my.
You actually going to tell people about that?
Oh man, it's fucking hilarious. But ! Play on both streams. Because we're clicking start in 3, 2, 1, start. At 69 seconds to join in on both
That's
streams.
Right.
Because yeah.
Jack trimmed. He didn't shave.
Well, I did actually shave today. So.
Oh, okay. So you did shave as well. Trimmed then shaved.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say that shaving the top of my mustache, it's like just weird stuff.
And why didn't that take effect? What a bitch.
I don't know. What did you not do?
No, it did.
Massive trim. Yeah, massive trim. I mean, I should like pull the hair out just that way y'all can see how long how long was.
A little late for that now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's in the trash can. I didn't.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Should have plucked one out from the root so you could see how long it was.
Oh man, yeah, that would have hurt. I'm not a masochist. Yeah. Then from there, it's like people are going to be like, "Oh man, he also wore like a nicest shirt today."
A college shirt, nonetheless. Oh,
yeah.
Look at that. All right, who's gonna get ghosted?
Well, it is actually a Hawaiian shirt, so that makes it even better. So no one's ghosted so far. I mean, it's I bought it in Hawaii and it's got some embroidery on it, but you can't really see it. Uh-oh. Ghost is taken. Deadeye. Dead New Day is gone. Uh-oh. Couple other people. Mika was in the lead and I was also taken.
Dead New Day taken on this side.
In the lead. Oh. Yeah, yep. Dead New Day ejected. Mika ejected. I was ejected. Man, no fun when I get ejected. But Treasure Pile's in second. The princess wants the scrolls. And
Holly Hawk got taken up too, so Holly's been ejected.
And don't forget, you also have the last second ghost to worry about.
Yeah. But currently, your leader is me.
Oh, so everybody needs to prep sending me all their scrolls?
That's right. At least at the moment. I've got a nice lead. In second, you. Up a treasure pile just took that away, it looks like.
Oh, man. I
think Treasure Pile wants some scrolls today. She's coming for me.
Yeah. Econda still has the lead and Treasure Pile still in second. Oh, Tyrion was licking my foot. It's like, what the hell's going on? Tina and Econdis right on top of each other. Shadow now in third. Treasure Pile has dropped to 7th place. Now Shadow Storm in the lead.
If everything holds on and no ghosts gank me, it looks like I am going to take this win. Fingers crossed.
No ghosts at the very end for Shadow Storm. Shadow Storm leading over Econdis, but it looks like Econdis might actually pull it out. Indy Condis is victorious. Oh man, I gotta send scrolls to Econdis because he's not on set today.
Econdis, you're slacking, man. You're slacking.
Oh man.
Yeah, I've even got the wrong marble. Oh, no, is that the right? It looks like the pizza marble. I should have the sushi marble.
I've got the kitty marble with the Viking hat.
I have to go look at this real quick, but make sure that
the Norman helmet.
Send Jack all your scrolls.
Yes.
Let me see, customized. Yeah, see, I should have the sushi marble. I don't know why I don't.
I don't know, man.
And we should have the sushi marble there.
Did you save your loadout?
You don't get, yeah. Well, it was saved the other day, and again, when I go look at it, it's there. It's on the saved, and I guess the sushi marble is there. It just doesn't look right in the other.
You know what? I'm going to be playing Enemy at the Gates.
For what?
For the next, don't we have multiple games of marbles?
Nope.
Never mind.
Nope, just one, but I do have to do a giveaway.
Yeah, you got to go do that giveaway.
And Selenia is our wiener. Let's see what we've got for Selenia. Man. Selenia is going to get herself a copy of Fantasy Wars. Fantasy Wars going out to Selenia. Worth $4.99 on Steam. Congratulations to you. But let's go out to the Tweeterverse.
Oh man, the Tweeterverse, because there's something there. There's finally something there. Chris tweeted out Saturday that actually April 8th, Chris tweeted out, "We're aware the pot upgrade page is just weird. Players who upgraded during a sale are shown as owing more money now. We're killing that and just making a chart for you that shows what it costs to upgrade from level A to level B. Contact Ravalox for more info, and post coming soon."
Yes, and we have that post. We'll be talking about that. I got a little bit more detailed information on that, and we'll discuss that as well, because finally, one of my biggest complaints is being addressed.
What, the pot upgrades all being on sale for permanently?
I'll address it when we get there. Yeah. I'll address it when we get there.
And then doing a live stream tomorrow, Sunday, April 10th at 2 p.m., attending the BMC's guild meeting to answer questions. Join him on Twitch. Ooh.
That's right. Yesterday, the BMC had their General Assembly, which happens 4 times a year, to update pricing, to keep pricing consistent throughout the year and make sure that they're competitive. And those prices have been updated. You can find that at bmcguild.com/price guide. I used to keep a running ticker down here, but it became a pain in the ass to update that all the time, and I don't think anybody was actually using that ticker. So no one cared. Yeah. So we'll just give you the link and tell you where you can go to find it. That's right.
Yeah.
But meanwhile,
why is my picture? Hold on, I need to go move my picture. Bum bum bum. There.
Bum bum bum.
Boom. I moved me down. Ooh.
Let's go over to the player-owned town upgrade via Kodo's guide posted by Ravlox. We've also got some video clips for you today, so stay tuned for that as well.
I'll probably flesh this out better. Probably flesh this out better in the coming weeks, make more purdy. Pod upgrades now have just been very confusing and required a degree in mathematics, just like everything Shroud math related. We are looking to eliminate all that and make a more simple, easy to understand system. So please excuse our dust while we upgrade to serve you better. We are working to adjust the website so that Kodo upgrades will be reflected there. To determine what you cost in Kodos will be for your pot to be upgraded, please refer to the chart below.
That's right.
I like how it actually includes steps.
Yes. Now this is nice to have first off, so that you know what it costs. And of course, nobody should ever upgrade in cash ever again, especially since you can buy Kodos
cheaper
in bulk, and especially cheaper in bulk on what is that place? Shroudmarketplace.com.
Well, that's whenever people put them back up for sale.
Yeah, but even at that, buying them off the Shrouded Avatar web store will save you a considerable amount of money buying them in bulk. And the dollar upgrade versus the Kodo upgrade is the same exact figure. So if you're going to make those upgrades, go ahead and do so with Kodos. Buy the Kodos, because you'll get more Kodos per dollar in the long run to save you money. Now, the other thing I found out about this is that no longer, not just yet, but when it's all said and done, no longer will you have to pay the difference between the sales price and the next upgrade price once this is all settled. So if you buy a POT or a POT upgrade at 20% off, when you upgrade to the next level, you do not have to pay that 20% difference that makes up that number before you can actually get to your upgrade. So that was fantastic news to hear. And again, I've got all sorts of other news that you're not going to hear anywhere else, because I had a conversation.
Hey, it appears Tyrion had one of my hairs on him.
Oh, Tyrion brought one to you? He knew you needed one?
Yeah, it must have fallen on the floor or something like that.
So if you're taking, say, your holdfast that you bought for $900 and you get the upgrade, the normal upgrade is $199 or $90? $199. So $200 upgrade. If you get that for 20% off, you're going to get that for approximately what, $180 is that?
No. 160.
160. And then when you go to a village, instead of having to pay the extra $40 difference before you pay your $5.99 upgrade, you'll just pay the upgrade price on the next one. And of course, if you get that on sale,
thank you for looping my microphone there.
You'll just get that. So for anybody who is a POT owner, give yourself some time before you do this. Before this gets, let this get settled so that you can take advantage of 20% offs. And you don't
that
have
way they
to
can
pay
figure out the Shroud math.
Yes. Yeah, because the website would just initially charge you, whatever it is. So what they're going to be doing from now is, if they see you have a hamlet, then you're only going to pay the upgrade price for the village, whereas the website actually makes you pay the difference because of the way it was coded. So that's one of the conundrums that they have.
And Tyrion wants lots of love today. That's all I got to say.
That's unusual.
I mean, Tyrion jumping in my lap, jumping on the back of the chair, and then
he's just doing it so his sister can't get there. That's all it is.
Yeah, Lily is not even in the room right now.
I know how those cats are. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's pretty damn funny because but then this is the base price chart. If there is a pot upgrade sale like there is now, 20% off pot upgrades and new holdfast through 420, then subtract 20% from the cost. Pretty straightforward for now. We'll be posting a calculator as well to make it as easy as possible. please feel free to post questions on this thread. On this thread, not on another one.
Yes.
Please reach out to Ravelox to initiate a Kodo pot upgrade, and they will get you all set up. And edited the post as the message of the day in game was corrected to hold fast from Hamlet.
Yes, which, of course, we all know they're all on sale. Another note that you won't find anywhere else yet is sales will remain happening all the way through Easter. So nothing is getting turned off this week. They're going to remain all through Easter, all the way through the 18th of the month, is my understanding, which is next Monday, except for the pot sales, which should remain till 4/20. I don't think Chris caught that when he said he was going to be ending the sales, but he's going to be keeping the double XP. He's going to be keeping all the other sales on at least until the 18th of this month. So you have plenty of time to take advantage of those sales and other goodies out there right now. Right now.
Right, so, meow.
Of course, there is commentary down here, which I guess before we get to that commentary, we should put that last topic in so you understand where this is coming from.
Which last topic?
The last topic I posted in chat.
What, that Lilith Ain is now Isabel Ain?
That's right. So if you know Lilith, Lilith is no more. Lilith is now Isabel.
Yeah. I don't know Lilith, so.
Well, we know her from the forums, but she says, for some time now, my character Isabel has become my main, and I hardly ever play Lilith, so I prefer my forum name to be Isabel. Hello again. And again, this goes back to the player-owned town discussions, because Isabel says, so everybody be scratching their head going, who's Isabel? We never heard that name before. Yeah. I figured we'd let you all know. And she says, great, this is an answer to a question I was about to ask, because congratulations, Lilith / Isabel, who finally bought her player-owned town. She'd been waiting a long time and took advantage of this sale after she reached a life. What was it she actually achieved? She says this in another post.
Yeah.
I forget, but she had a life achievement, and she treated herself to buying her player-owned town finally. So congratulations to her, and now she has answers to a lot of questions to how to upgrade and all that stuff. And again, the upgrades finally making sense, where you don't have to make up that difference. That was one of my big pet peeves with upgrading, and I'm happy to see that it's finally being rectified. So congratulations to them. Yes. And to her. Yes. So how about we jump to some videos, because we were talking about some maps the other day, and I have to make a correction on that. But our topic of maps made it all the way to the big guy, and the big guy realized that maybe I had a point, and he addressed that in yesterday's stream as well.
The Bonehead of the Year award?
Well, not quite so much as we would think, because I've been informed that first off, a lot of those scenes never existed on Soda Map. So out of those scenes, 29 existed on Soda Map. The rest of the 55 were newer scenes that never existed. But I've also been informed that many of those scenes were actually taken out of the map. This is one of those things that we complain about too. So it's still a little different, but I have to make a correction on this. Several of those scenes of the 29 that were on Soda Map were removed ages ago because they were causing lag, and frame drop rate. So, of course, instead of fixing the problem, their fix was just to remove the maps. Now, totally unawares of this, but this is what I'm told. I don't believe, truthfully, that all those maps of those 29 were removed over 2 years ago, I'm told. But that's what I'm told. And I have a list here. I'm going
to... Yes.
Yeah, just throw this up on screen real quick just to show you the ones that were. And it's just a text file. I'm not going to share it real quick. I'm just going to...
There it is.
Yeah.
There. Got the
so, yeah, Black Maid Pass, Caverns of Skrek, The Clink, Compendium Pain and Suffering, Crypt of the Avatar, The Epitaph, all these, of all these, 29 were removed. And others did not exist because I had to go do the audit myself. But out of these 29 that were removed, apparently they were removed quite some time ago, not just this release. So I am amending.
You mean those patch notes didn't reflect map removal?
Well, that they did, but they reflected fixed problems with frame rate and lag in XYZ scene. They didn't say removed map in order to fix that problem. They just
removed mini map.
Yeah, removed map. Yeah. So, so let's get to our first clip today, because this was funny.
So this is the 1 hour, 21 minutes and 50 seconds.
That's the one.
Okay. So you ready to?
I got to make sure my volume is set to an appropriate level so people can actually hear it. And I need to mute the game sound so people don't get overwhelmed by the game sound. There we go.
Yeah. So we're clicking start in 3, 2, 1, play.
Did stomp 1 or 2 maps when we did this last round of maps being added to the game. But not too many.
Laz had some things to say about that.
Yeah, I think Laz, after digging into things, Laz was looking at what was on Soda maps versus what was in the game. And I think there were a bunch of things that are on Soda map that are not in the game and never have been. And that's just, we need to get some of those things moved over. So we'll get things updated and get them in there. But we actually...
29 of the maps previously existed, and the rest were never added because they were all new scenes.
Yeah, that's Ravelox is going through right now. He'll probably chime in here. But Ravelox and Alley-Oop, I think, are both going through and doing an audit to make sure they didn't stomp anything. And they already confirmed that they did stomp at least 1 or 2. But not too much. Not as bad as I think some people thought it was. But anyways, there'll probably be another patch for that. As I mentioned, again, that is trying to keep with our dev sense of humor and also at player demand. This is, we're doing a pot sale right now. For those who are new to the channel, that's a player-owned town. That's the thing we're in right now. But those are on sale, and upgrades for those are on sale. If you're someone who bought them in the past, you should be able to get a fixed price and know what they are to upgrade them using crowns. So now's a good time to do it. That will be through 420. See, get the pot sale, 420. Anyways.
Got it.
Yeah.
And we getting it in game.
Also, there's the sale going on. This is, for those who have not been paying attention for a while, this is our 100th release. That means we've 100 months in a row we've done a release on the last Thursday of the month. Sometimes we change it around to be a Thursday before that, just due to Christmas or Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is very inconveniently designed to be exactly on the last Thursday of the month. So we usually bump those up some. But other than that, we've been on time. 100 releases, put stuff out there, and are going to continue to do so. And but we were celebrating our 100th release because that's crazy. With sales, you guys will be. I'll give you the update on one thing. Oh, I know, Hollyhock, is that the thing you want to talk about?
Oh, yeah.
No, Hollyhock, yeah, you got your boxes, but if we give you your governor title, maybe then you'll leave.
Yeah, he needs a governor's title, man. He owns a town. All right. Yeah, and Hollyhock will be getting his governor title after 3 years, finally, of owning a player-owned
For
town.
owning
Yes.
it for owning it finally?
Yeah,
Yeah,
3
that's pretty.
years. Yeah. But people want to know what I said. He said, pot sale, is you get it, pot? And my comment was, when are we getting that in game? And he totally ignored my comment on that one because, as you know, as Jack and I know, that Speed Trees has an item called Speed Weed that they give
That was
away
free.
every year. That was free.
So the real question: why are we both standing up in game when we were both seated?
It's got something to do with that
AFK
AFK
timer?
thing. Yeah, it's got something to do with that AFK timer. It's been
Yeah.
something. Is same thing happening with Dead New Day. Dead New Day is also now standing.
Yeah.
But he was going into the sales stuff there, and that's where he actually said that sales were going to be extended. I didn't want to just bore you with all the extra stuff,
Yeah.
but yeah. So they are going to be looking at that. Expect another patch to see maps added back in. Let's see if that actually happens. Of course, again, I've been told that most of them were removed because they cause lag. So let's see. Of course, the other thing is the complaint I had was that these map cards have this text in front of them that doesn't go away, and there are points of interest, and there's a player cursor that you can see moving around these text cards. So why we just leave this stupid and it's some of them are real condescending, basically. Towards the player.
These things were hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. He did, on the other hand, address my distaste for document stores. You mean the amount of storage in books, Tina? Is that what you're talking about? He did sort of address that as well. There's quite a bit addressed on yesterday's stream. Again, I was only there because I was there for the General Assembly. And, Chris needs to learn how to take Discord and pipe that through, directly into the live stream instead of listening to it on his speakers. Oh no, the SQL. Yes, okay. SQL versus the other thing that he uses. Yeah, okay. I think that made quite a bit of sense. I know you're still not totally convinced, but it made a lot of sense to me, and I'm sure many others. So, at least you tried, brother. At least you tried. You finally got the topic addressed. So, that was pretty cool, and he explained why that was. So, but next, what did I have next? What was the topic for the next one?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I had one more question, which is a burning question on everybody's mind. So let's get to this one.
Oh, they're burning like something else.
Yes. Anytime you're ready.
This is 1 hour 33 minutes in, right?
Correct. 134.
So 3, 2, 1, start.
And I've got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Muted.
Do we have sailing in our future anytime soon? Ooh, Lord.
We want sailing in the future.
Or ballooning.
Ballooning probably not so much, but sailing is something we do want in the future. I'm not even going to promise a timeline for it. It's one of those things we'd hope to get in for episode 2, which it probably will happen because we keep stretching out what episode 2 is. Even though we keep adding more content, we haven't really gotten to the point of saying here's our deadline for when episode 2 is going to be done. But yes, we do like the idea of sailing. Again, the thing we looked at before is making it sailing, but making it so if you put your boat into sail mode, it's kind of like your dungeon where you have to go outside your dungeon and set it to adventure mode or deco mode. It'll be the same thing for a boat that you'd have to go outside and set it to sail mode, which would hide all of your decorations. Because that is the big challenge with it, is making it so, when you're moving around, all your decorations aren't going with you and aren't getting screwed up. That's the thing that was problematic. But again, not promising a time frame. It is one of those things that we've always planned on doing, and again, with that one compromise I just mentioned, is not a massive task. Just trying to find the right time. Go ahead.
So does that mean that if we have a boat on a lot, we would actually be able to put that boat technically in storage and then sail the boat and still retain the lot? How would that work?
That's the other question that has to be answered, that's purely from a design standpoint, is what do we do? You probably don't want to lose your lot spot there sailing off. So what do we do? Do we like leave it as that's still your deed, your spot, until you move somewhere else? And then we've got to get towns talking to towns in a way that's new. If you were going to move it to an entirely new town.
I know we have again, like rowboats and the other stuff that could just probably be used directly for sailing, but I was just talking about the big ones in general there.
Yeah.
Or boat teleport.
Don't you just love visiting us, Chris? We come up with the
well, they're questions that we love. That I mean, we love that type of stuff too. It's again, like I said, right now we're all in the trying to attract new user mode, which is largely trying to improve our UI and which is largely fixing bugs that turn away new players. You guys have kind of a different level of concern, and that you guys are all focused on the very in-game stuff.
But we want to be pirates, eh?
Oh, yeah, who doesn't want to be a pirate?
All right, last question from the floor.
I got one here from, go ahead and do one more question. I'm going to answer Tina O'Neill, do one of my little tech talks.
Okay.
Anybody else? One more?
One more.
This is for you, Tina.
We're going to shut
and then we'll do the giveaway
and let you carry on with questions that you have in your stream. Is there any possible way ever to have centralized marketing where you have central market hubs in each of the NPC towns and have the option for POT owners to purchase a building through the Crown Shop that they can join that central marketing hub, to where once you place it in that building, that it becomes visible worldwide through one of the marketing hubs in the NPC towns or POTs, and that the selling will be a global thing on the vendor or at that hub building? And will you ever have an auction option in game that's automated, where people don't necessarily have to be at an auction? They can place an item up for auction, and then the public can make bids on. End of question.
So that's a tough one. You guys have seen, well, those of you who've been with us for a while have seen, we've tried to evolve how that stuff works a little bit, but it's one of those really hot topic items. I think, again, some people who are new may not understand, but there's a lot of people who are violently against any type of global auction, global sales type thing, because it kind of breaks down some of the local stuff. We actually took a little bit of a step towards that stuff to make things a little better, just with the being able to see where stuff is for sale in a whole town versus having to go vendor to vendor. I'm not sure we'll ever go fully global, but again, opinions shifting and audiences changing, and I think that's one of those things that people continue to
with this
becomes
new
more
vendor
standard.
That I suggested.
Yes.
This new vendor that I suggested, you could put the option on by right-clicking on that vendor as to whether or not that vendor was listed in the global market or not.
Yeah, and again, just even while we're talking about this, there's already people speaking out against it. So it's one of those things where I could see that some people would want it. I could see there's lots of good stuff for it, and I know it's more of a modern type thing. But I also know there's a lot of people against it, and it also gives more reason for people to go to specific towns, and there's reasons for both sides. So unless it's 100% like unless we really think it's needed, it'll be a fairly decent tech task, just to get everything performant as always. And so probably back burner and wait and see if it really becomes something that we feel we have to have. And there's two sides to that argument, so it's a little tough. Hold on, I'm going to answer Tina O'Neill here. I mentioned we use MongoDB. Again, for those who don't know, I know there's a couple of new people out there, some people who just are stopping by the stream who never really play the game or haven't played in years. For those who don't know, I am Chris Atos Spears. I'm Atos in game, Chris Spears, but I actually run the game, and I'm also the head tech guy. So I was going to answer a tech question. I used to get on and do all sorts of little tech talk things on here, where I just get on here and do a tech talk. But we do use MongoDB. Tino O'Neill says, well, not the tech that matters, it's the outcome. I do like my DBs relational. It's true. And actually, this is one of those things. Some MMOs do use relational DBs. It is something in general that it should be doable. You have to be super duper careful with things. You can get into a lot of different performance issues. This is one of those things I've seen on multiple games that's nearly killed a few games in terms of using relational databases, just because you have to be so incredibly careful about what things are locked and, just the different connections between things, because you start getting into all these states where you start having performance locks and performance bottlenecks that are really tough to dig into when you're on a relational DB. And they'll also be the type thing that it's totally fine, it's totally fine, it's totally fine, and then you're on live and then it's like, oh, it's completely broken and you're never going to recover. Those things are a lot more common, a lot more easy to happen with a relational DB, and just with all the table stuff. We use something called MongoDB for our stuff. We've had 0 issues with it. I think the max load we've ever seen on the relational DB on our MongoDB is maybe 2 or 3% load. The main reason being that it clusters well. It has easy backup, so we have rollovers. We've never had a data loss in the game. And that's part of the reason why, is just because, again, we're using very proven technology. And again, we're not a big, we're not made of money, so it's also a free technology. But it is, they call it a NoSQL. It's pretty much effectively it's a table retriever where you can, everything's a ID, super fast storage and recovery of, here's my key and here's the data. And that's pretty much all it'll do. You can do some relational type stuff, but you really have to do that by building multiple tables on things. But again, it's bulletproof in terms of performance, which is what we really care about, is performance. And then you can design around the other features and the lack of relational stuff. And again, if you need to do some of the relational stuff, you can do that, but you generally do it through, rather than writing SQL stuff, you end up doing it through writing multiple tables for the same chunks of data. So anyways, that's my TED Talk on relational versus non-relational.
And of course, Mom is reminding us that we are way late on our not giving her bottles.
What? Way.
Let's go ahead and take care of that business first.
Okay, we're coming back, closing that giveaway, drawing somebody, and Shadow is getting a streamer bundle on my stream. And Mom's joined us on set.
Yeah, Mom's been here since the beginning of the stream here today. At least I noticed her earlier, so I'm assuming she's been there since the beginning. Hi, Mom.
Hi, boys.
There you go.
Missed you on Friday.
What was I doing Friday? Oh, the kid was homesick.
Ah, okay. And let's get this out to Bridge Troll.
And I got an email saying that I've got unread messages somewhere, and I can't find
unread messages. Message for you, sir.
Yeah, it's when you can't find the right tab, that makes it even more annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So there's a couple of videos and stuff from yesterday's live stream. And of course, yes, sailing in the future, but he's not going to make any promises on ETAs. You heard what the conundrum is. If you've got your ship set as a decoed lot and you want to use that big sailing ship, what the conundrums are there. So quite a bit to figure out. Although I think they should test the tech on like little things like rowboats first, so that they don't have to worry about that. You can just do what you used to do back in UO. Just walk up to the water, pull a boat out of your pack, drop it in the water, and go sailing. But he did also mention, well, airships are actually technically boats. They're just in the air. If you notice, the airships have the exact same shape as all those boats. And of course, Lomir did throw in ballooning, which might fall into that category. It's going to be interesting, but interesting to see. But I figure if they can get sailing in, then ballooning and airships shouldn't be that much higher. You just change your z-axis and use the same
Put it in
tech
the
on a
air.
different use a different z-axis. That's all. So yeah, it's easier said than done, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Z-axis is no longer 0.
Yes.
But yeah. Yeah. I like it that Chris still can't answer. I own Shroud of the Avatar. Still can't answer that.
I run Shroud of the Avatar.
I
That's right.
run, and I'm the chief, and I'm also the tech decider in chief.
But moving right along, was there any questions that I missed on that stuff?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I was just playing the video.
You can't afford to pay attention. We know. The only thing was mom busting our chops that we were late on the giveaway.
It's all good. It's all good. Mom didn't win, unfortunately.
Holly, yes and no. The fly command is a little different because
it's the /slew.
Is your character actually never leaves their physical location. If you ever noticed, if you use that fly/slew command, when you hit escape, your character magically appears back where he was.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just releasing the camera from your character.
Now there is actually a dev command that allows them to actually, when they hit that escape button, they drop where they slewed to or where they flew to. I don't know how much different that is, but I'm sure that some of that tech would be involved in getting that done. But well, we were supposed to have flying POTs a couple of years ago. We were supposed to have POTs that were floating in the air back when Star was still here. I don't know what happened to those. I'm still actually waiting for our craftable platforms that were supposed to come in sometime last year.
As Chris said, they don't even have the plan for episode 2.
Yeah. They keep extending episode 2. Episode 2 might be another 5 years from now. We don't know.
And I thought it was actually kind of interesting that he was talking about the new user experience still.
Yeah, he's got something up his sleeve, and I've got some insight to it, but I don't have really solid stuff. So I can't speak to it. Because
you're doing this.
No, because again, there has been no full confirmation on what I was told, and B, the information isn't quite as reliable as I would like to throw a spoiler out there to everybody. So with the knowledge that I have to keep my sources and my information secret until such time as I can verify.
I'm still waiting for Chris to actually address like mob AI and skills that are being used by mobs.
Yeah, that's going to go the way of your developer challenges. So.
Oh, yeah, nowhere. Yeah. Because just adding zeros onto mobs does not make them actually more difficult. It just draws out the fight.
But let's go. Did I throw the SodaCon
yeah, you did.
Topic back in there today? Go down to start with Bayards before my. We'll jump to that because got to give some kudos out there as well. But
okay, hold on. Bayard. At least we have fond memories of SodaCon East in 2016 for those fortunate enough to attend. and your broken arm and all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got my Chaos medal there, and then I don't know what the All in the Family from Coeur d'Alene was. But Sean says, you still owe me a beer from Baltimore. Coeur d'Alene says, I owe you many a beer from Baltimore. And then Bayard comes in with the final comments, and I'll let you read that because, again, I always say thank you to Sean because Sean, and this is why I love this community.
When Laz got busted up coming to Baltimore by tripping and falling on a train, Sean Silverfoot stayed with Laz at the hospital and both missed some of the early events. Sean's compassion and kinship displayed his qualities as a gentleman despite his favorite greeting of "fuck you." It's a New York hello.
That's right.
I almost forgot. Hey, Sean, F you. Yeah.
And of course, that's why we always greet him that way because that is the preferred greeting for Sean Silverfoot. And I have a video of him and Starlong going back and forth for a couple of minutes. Yeah, it's just hysterical. You might actually find that on the pictures portion of the NBNN website. If you go digging for it for SodaCon East, you might catch that video.
Yeah.
So go check that out. Trains, go figure. Yeah, go figure. It was like an 18-hour trip. And to explain what happens, basically, when you get into like a bus or a plane seat, a lot of times what you'll do, and make sure the cat's not right under me, he is. So I don't roll him over because I'm going to roll him over.
How to break your arm on a train. Lessons from Laz.
Yeah, you would normally grab the back of the seat in front of you and scooch in and then plop your butt down in the chair. And usually the chair is right there. Well, my seat actually had a whole lot more space than your normal because they had moved me from a normal seat to a space that had a whole lot more room. And the fact that I was also a little inebriated, just a titch.
Inebriated?
I was going back to my seat after we stopped and we got off and had a smoke break on the way because it was an 18-hour trip. And we were only about 2-3 hours into the trip when we took this break. But I went to get in my seat and I grabbed the seat in front of me and I went to go back down and all of a sudden there was no seat. I put my arm out and busted my arm because there was no seat where it was supposed to be. And I had to ride the remaining 15, 16 hours to Baltimore with the broken arm. So it wasn't like I just broke my arm and I was there. I had to ride on the train for, at least 15 hours with a broken arm all the way up before I got off the train and was able to get out to a hospital. So talk about some good pain. And Winfield and Sean picked me up at the train station, took me directly to the emergency room where Winfield departed and went to take care of stuff at the con, and Sean stayed with me. And Sean, to this day, can still hear them popping my bone back into place. Yes, I spent quite a few more it took quite a few more trips to the bar car during that 15 hours and became totally inebriated at the time to
cope that. With a
And then I had them give me a couple bags of ice to place on it while I was there, and I actually did sleep a little bit during that to get through. But Sean stayed there, kept telling me they had to put me in traction to pull the bone away so that they can pop it back in place. And I could still feel Sean cringe when he heard that because I was looking at him. They told me I was going to be in traction for about 10 minutes, and man, it was like some excruciating pain. And it was more like 45 minutes. He's like, dude, you're doing good. Only a couple minutes left. Only a couple minutes left. He's just sat there coaching me because, man, I was in agony. But big props again. For those of you who haven't heard the story, I landed in the hospital within my first 3 months of playing here, condensed version, and We had Wind, Silver Moon, and Striker Sparhawk both came from either coast, a 2-hour drive each, and actually visited me in the hospital. I didn't know anybody. They didn't know me. People called me. They sent me cards. They sent me teddy bears, found
Hey,
my
I
phone
got to
number.
tell some of those
Yeah,
people that you were in the hospital.
yeah. And the community just floored me. And that's one of the reasons why I am such a staunch supporter of the game and the community, because I've never seen an outpouring of just, you know, camaraderie and stuff like that. And Sean just took the cake when we were up in Baltimore. So, and again, Sean's been a good friend ever since. Of course, we got together with Sean and Econdas when I went to New York last, and we got together, had dinner, had some laughs, all that good stuff. So, Holly, we've met too in real life. Holly knows. Econdas knows.
And Laz will
Econdas
kiss
got the
everybody.
Econdas got the last kiss while we were up there.
Extremely moist kiss at that.
Well, we had to have masks on because of COVID, so you know.
I think he enjoys the tongue for that. He's like,
yeah, he saw the last tattoo in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would have been really crazy is when Richard actually signed my tattoo at
I
Dragon
can't believe
Con.
you didn't go get that tattooed.
Well, you
the
know,
signature.
people thought I should have done that, but it would have actually gone over the tattoo. For those of you who don't know, yes, I have the Lord British symbol. I can't get this up. Lord British Shield, and then I've got the Chaos emblem right above
just so
that.
everybody knows, Laz can't get it up.
Hey now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I get it up religiously every day.
Yeah.
Self-pleasure, man. Anyway, moving right along. Time for us to start wrapping things up. We'll have all sorts of other stuff to talk about. Got topics that we didn't get through today. We'll get to tomorrow.
The real question is, should I just close them all because some of them are from last week?
I don't think we actually got these from last week. That's why I put them back in.
Some of them are.
They were from last week. We just never got to them last week.
Yeah.
That's why I saved them and put them back today, because these are some silly things. And for Taco Tuesday, which may be turning into Tavern Tuesday, we'll talk about that in the upcoming future. Some plans for something like that. Nom nom nom. Thank you for my Doritos. Yes,
should I grow it completely back out, or should I keep it trimmed?
I don't know. I mean, personally, it would annoy the living daylights out of me. I mean, I tried. Was it last year during November to do the goatee and mustache? Well, I think I've only got one picture of me with that.
You have to keep the neck trimmed, otherwise it like starts to itch.
Yeah, well, you know, just growing a mustache starts to itch for me.
Econdas is like, keep the beard trimmed and no mustache.
Yeah. I don't know. For as long as I've known you, you've had that goatee, so yeah. I don't think I've ever seen you clean shaven.
Well, for the wedding. You have, because I posted that picture on Facebook.
Oh, what? The one with you and hair?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
That's a different story. If you want to see that one, go visit Jack's Facebook page for a good laugh. Yes. A time for us to wrap things up around here. Of course, don't forget you're tuned in to Lunch with Laz and Jack, the longest running streamers and news show right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. 7 years plus and still running 5 days a week for your entertainment, pleasure, and information happening right here inside and outside Shroud of the Avatar. The Britannian Mining Company, like I said, had their meeting yesterday, and of course that was the General Assembly where they set their pricing. So pricing has been updated. Lots of prices have been adjusted. Many of them adjusted down, so you may want to check that out. So go check that out at bmcguild.com/price guide. WRFB Radio Free Britannia, bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7 around the clock, including us at 12s and 6s Monday through Friday. if you missed us live. Shroud Music for ABC files. And of course, that's right, Shroud Marketplace for all you duck luffing needs. That's right. Want to buy a duck? Want to marry a duck?
Anything and everything. Yeah.
You go to shroudmarketplace.com, the place to go buy or sell everything and anything. But let's go ahead and get these giveaways done, as we're going to close out the streamer bundle giveaways. And pick ourselves a winner.
The winner on my side is Selenia for that streamer bundle.
Dead New Day. You are the winner. Congratulations. And Dead New Day is standing right here on the lot, which is going to make my life a lot easier.
The Steam key that I gave away is going to Shadow Storm. Because Shadow, oh man, that's going to be Whisper Shadow Storm. Oh wait, that's much easier with the whoop whoop. Now I can just click buttons and then go paste. He's getting a copy of Totally Accurate Battle Simulator.
Totally accurate?
Yeah, I mean, which means that everybody dies and then things fall apart.
And just we're like picking Russian the tanks. Winner on this side, Virtuous.
Totally accurate.
You are our winner. Let's see what Virtuous is going to get for himself.
And tabs is $8.99.
Virtuous is going to get himself a copy of The Great Perhaps. The Great Perhaps.
Yeah. And the funny part is, like, watch them fight in simulations made with the wobbliest physics system ever created. That's funny.
$9.99 on Steam for Virtuous. So congratulations. And of course, thank you all for joining us each and every day here on set and on stream. We do appreciate you all, and thank you for keeping us here for as long as you have. We do appreciate it. We do love you guys and gals, but we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack, and we are out of here.
We are NBNN. That's right. And the kitties.
Yeah. Tyrion wants back in my lab.